center filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Also Cam Thomas out there. Duran out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Clowney in at the 4. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Mr. Clutch has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Bucks. And so Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look to start the season.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Here's Thomas. Misses from close range. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Thomas. The rebound by Bryant.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Barton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal swing.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Yep, that one goes in there. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Parker. Off target from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. And it's sent back by Bryant. Goes up with it again. Duran against Bryant. Shots good by Duran.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Middleton. Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Stevens. Brooklyn trailing. Oubre out there with Clark. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Johnson in at small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Oubre. Scoreless thus far.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Here's Parker. And the rejection by Clark. 9 feet out. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Here's Oubre after the made shot from Barkley. And it's Clark with the jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Clark outside. Back to Johnson. To the left wing. The three. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 4. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Clark outside. Oubre against Johnson, and Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jalen Duren comes in for Brook Lopez. And Thomas subbed in for Oubre. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Milwaukee. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of...
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Connie's checked in, and it's James Harden in for Clark.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Thomas finds Harden. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Johnson surveying the floor. 1:44 left to play here in the half. He can't hit that time. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Nets trail by 5. There's the lob to Duren. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Mr. Do-It-All coming away with the assist there. I mean, Harden making sure to keep his teammates involved in the offense.
Puts up a deep 3. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 33% in quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Thomas. Harden's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Harden has been lethal from outside for a long time. Add another to the career total.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Mr. Clutch is off.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up the...
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Now, here's Johnson after the miss from Barkley. Johnson kicks to Thomas. They get it back, and it's sent back by Bryant. To the middle, here's Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And 11 points for Mr. Clutch. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. 2K Sports back in a moment
29.
here in Brooklyn.
The Bucks, 29. And your next team.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Mr. Clutch out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Bryant in at the 5 down low. Nets passing it around. Duran, no good. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 2-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's 13 points for Mr. Clutch.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. Here's Thomas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock, too.
Middleton the pass to Barton. Over Thomas. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Chris Middleton.
Mr. Clutch has got 15 points.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Now Harden. Johnson outside. There's the triple. Outside Thomas. There's the 3. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Parker. And it's off from 3-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding.
Over the years, I think Harden's come a long way as a passer, and his teammates appreciate it.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. We've got Kelly Oubre. Duran out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Harden, and it's Thomas in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Oubre against Middleton. Harden, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Fires the 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lillard against Harden. Kicks to Oubre. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is a springy, bouncy wingman. I mean, provides scoring punch from the 3, and he also provides energy at the defensive end that his team needs.
The Nets making a switch here. Clowney's checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's Giannis taking flight.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And the basket by Thomas.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Lillard against Harden. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Off the pick and roll, you know that Dame is looking for his shot.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Harden against Lillard. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They lead by 1.
Head up, scanning the floor, surveying the situation. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Excellent point guard play.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Harden against Lillard. Johnson kicks to Harden. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 5.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Money from the wing. Thomas got 12 points here in the second half.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
To the wing on the left. There's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Thomas. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 3. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mr. Clutch.
You know, I've really liked how aggressive he's been getting inside. He's finding lanes and avenues to the rim and making the defense pay when he does get inside. I thought he really helped lead the charge for his team.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Bryant. And they get it back. Another shot. They get it again. Duran, and it lands. They get one to fall.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean,
here's Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense. Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Here's Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there for the
First
D.
personal foul. Team second.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Browning. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
For the loudest, craziest, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care. How about the Brooklyn? Show some love.
Milwaukee on D. 6-point game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Harden. Duran trying to break free. Count it.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he misses the second one as well, so he was 0 for 2 that time. And here's Brooklyn. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Middleton. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority. Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin.